Good morning, Arthur Offaly speaking on behalf of the Arthur Offaly Foundation. Now, the Arthur Offaly Foundation was informed about this report about Scappiticci over a month ago. Now you get that pro-Sinn Féin ARA Barr McCrory of the PPS office jumping on the bandwagon, welcoming the good news about the inquiry going to be heard by the Chief Constable George Hamilton. But he also wants the RUC-PSNI, the special branch, and the military personnel who for many years worked with Scappiticci to murder on their command, to give evidence. Now let me tell the PPS office, if he thinks that the Chief Constable will inform on his own men, the special branch and the military, Barr McCrory is living in Cloud Cuckoo Land. Or maybe that is his plan, so that the RUC-PSNI will not look into the past 40 years of innocent murders committed by Scappiticci and his mainers in the RUC-PSNI Special Branch and also the FRU, that is the Forces Research Unit of the British Army. So that, like the other terrorists that his office of the PPS have let walk free and face no charges, this office is a joke. But sure, what can we expect from a country like Northern Ireland, run by terrorists, murderers, bombers and bigots? The true saying is that you get what you vote for. Then you get the DUP doing another U-turn just to get back into power and at Stormont, just to keep their wage package coming in. Someone should tell the DUP that members of the Army Council have been working in Stormont as ministers and MLAs for years. You don't have to be Einstein to work that one out. The dogs in the streets know that. And as to expect the RUC-PSNI to tell the names of their fellow RUC members, their fellow special branch members and their military comrades who have broken every law in the book by colluding with Sinn Féin ARA to murder thousands of innocent victims with their paid informers. But sure, that will suit the PPS office and allow them to set more terrorists free. If we are depending on the RUC-PSNI to run the inquiry in an honest way, I have been waiting for 41 years for them to tell me that the man who murdered my father was one of their own informers, Freddie Scappiticci. I had to find out myself, as the RUC-PSNI and other government quangos were no help at all to me. So I have no faith at all in the RUC-PSNI or other so-called government agencies to do an honest job. This inquiry is only an exercise to pacify the public, in other words, to cover up the only winners here will be the RUC-PSNI and the PPS office, so it will be business as usual for both. My father was one of the first to be murdered by the RUC-PSNI paid informer Freddie Scappiticci. The RUC have known from 1974, yet they hid the evidence, and that goes for all the chief constables from 1974 right up to the present day, 2015. They have withheld fatal evidence about a murder, and that in itself is a serious crime. And they call themselves a police force. This police force wouldn't know the truth if it fell on top of them. And for the PPS office to expect them to do an honest and thorough inquiry, I leave that up to the public, as I have no faith at all in them. We think back to the 18th of August 2003, when Scappiticci appeared in the High Courts in Belfast, charged with perjury. Scappiticci said in court that he was not stick knife. The RUC, the MOD and the British government knows that Scappiticci was lying in court and done nothing about it. Lord Chief Justice Carswell, after writing to the Attorney General in Belfast, Scappiticci lied in court. Sir Q. Ord has already confirmed that he was stick knife. Scappiticci is untouchable by the police or the courts. That was back in 2003. Sir Q Ord left his post shortly after and was moved to London. And the same law stands today, that Scappiticci is untouchable. And for that office of the PPS to try and hoodwink the public of Northern Ireland into thinking that they are standing up against Republican terrorists, tell that to all those who have been murdered by Scappiticci and all the members of Sinn Féin ARA. Anyone who would like a copy of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 7715921137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tip free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 7715921137 to get your or I can send a reporter out to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. Now watch more of my stories on YouTube, ArthurRafferty.com, YouTube Arthur Rafferty, Arthur Rafferty Jack Spot 2012. That is a tip about the brutal murder of my father by a 5-man gang of Sinn Féin ARA, all paid police informers, led by Freddie Scappiticci on the orders of the British government, the RUCPSNI and the Special Branch. That Sinn Féin ARA scum Scappiticci carried out their orders on their command. My email address is arthurrafferty1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV and the Arthur Rafferty Foundation, and I will see you soon, and good morning.